Assalamu alaikum, kids.
Walaikum salam.
So today we are going to talk about what?
Percentage?
Percentage. Yes, we are going to talk about percentage today.
Yes.
So percent, you can think about percent. Percent, two word. So per mean divide. Or you can think like shared. And cent mean 1/100th. Right?
Yes. Yes.
And percentage mean part or portion out of 100. What I'm saying?
Yeah.
Part or portion
of 100.
out of 100. Okay?
Wow.
So think about fraction. When we have fraction. So let's suppose. Okay, now before going for fraction, let's think about some number. If you're saying 20 out of 100, so we know this is like someone give 20 out of 100, right? You have 100 candies and someone gave 20 to someone else and 80 out of 100. So if we have exactly the same denominator 100, so it is easy to compare, like 80 out of 100, 30 out of 100, right?
Yes.
Isn't it easy? When we have the same denominator, we are saying, how many you gave the chocolate? He said, I gave 20 chocolate out of 100. Pretty easy. 80 chocolate out of 100. 30 chocolate out of 100. So we know who gave more numbers, who gave more. 80, he's the first one. And this is the second. And this one is third. Right? That makes sense.
Right.
Okay.
Yes, it does.
Alright, so what if something happens differently? There are three naughty kids. White for William.
William.
Brown, he's Bob. So this is William. He's Bob. You know these cartoon which has storyboards. Bob. You know this.
Yeah.
And for green, we are thinking about Greg.
Yep.
Goblin.
Greg.
Make it Goblin.
Oh.
The three kids, okay? William, Bob, Goblin. So White has about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 chocolates. And Bob has how many chocolates? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chocolates. And green, Goblin. He has 3 chocolates. Now, they said, okay, we will share our chocolate to others who don't have chocolates, or might be to some of their friends. They want to share these chocolates. Now, William shared about, I will say, 4 chocolates. How many?
4.
And Bob gives 3. And Goblin gives 2 chocolate. So if we will write down how much chocolates they shared, so I will say William shared 4 chocolates out of how many?
8.
8. 4 chocolates shared out of 8 by William. And 3 chocolates out of 5 are shared by Bob. And 2 chocolates shared, 2 out of 3 chocolates were shared by Goblin. Who is the winner?
Well, William is.
Now,
Because he gave.
Stolfa think William is the winner because he shared how many chocolates? 4. And second will be Bob, exactly, because we are thinking that he shared 3. And then Goblin, how many he shared? 2. So we're saying, oh, you shared only 2 chocolates. But
Funny fact.
uh-huh.
Like if Goblin gave 2 and he had 3, and he had 1 left, then he gave the most.
Oh man, that looks a little bit different way of thinking. Yeah. So percentage gives us a better comparison. Now, when we have denominator 100 for same fraction like 20 out of 100, 80 out of 100, 30 out of 100, then comparing these numbers by looking at numerator is pretty easy. You can see the big number and you don't care about the denominator and you say, oh, you're the winner, and the other one and the next one. But if the denominator is different, like 2 out of 3, 3 out of 5, 4 out of 8, that gives not a standard way how we can compare them. Then comes Mr. Percentage. Who comes?
Mr. Percentage? Oh, I mean percentage, sorry.
Yeah, Mr. Percentage, he's coming like a superhero. He's coming with ears, with nose, and like this, percentage. So he is going to come and he is coming to give a decision that, alright, who's the winner? I will explain. You can compare and I can explain who's the winner. So normally, sorry?
Like a judge? Percentage.
Yeah, he's a judge. He's a parameter. So this is a tool we will use to compare different numbers. Now, how we will normally get some percentage? So percentage tells out of 100. Portion out of 100. So let's suppose if we look at this number like 4 out of 8, how we can make them standard like out of 100. Like instead we say 4 out of 8, 3 out of 5, 2 out of 3. How we can make them, how I can bring all of them in a common standard where we will say out of 100. Like how I can translate this one and I can say this out of 100. How I can translate that and I will say this out of 100. So I need a way where I can convert fraction into percentage. What I need? Fraction
to percentage.
To percentage. But before doing that, how we calculate percentage? How we know that this is a percentage? How we can come to know? So percent is a sign. That's a sign for percentage. If you see this naughty, I don't know, these are 2 eyes and a nose in between, like if I will make a picture like this, it will be so if you'll see these eyes and nose slanting way, so this is a percent sign. So if you'll find with any number, it will tell you that this is a percentage. Okay?
Okay.
So if I will write down, let's suppose 2 out of 4. If I will, for the sake of an example, I will come to this example later because we have to make a decision that who is the winner, Goblin, Bob, or William. But let's start thinking that if this is a number, it's a fraction, and we have to make its percentage. I want to see that number in a percentage, how I can do that. So first I will use an equal sign. Whatever number you have like a fraction, you can use it, you can represent that number, you can show that number in percentage with an equal sign. You just put the equal sign and you will say 2 by 4 multiplied by 100%. What's that? Oh, what's this? So what I did actually, because you know I can't break this equal sign. Equal sign means that, let me explain equal sign here.
It's stable thing. Like 1 equal to 1. It can't be like 1 equal to 2 because
Yes.
2 is bigger.
Correct. Yeah, exactly. So if I will say anything on the left hand side, let's suppose whatever is here on the left hand side is equal to whatever on the right hand side. So this is left hand side and there's a right hand side. So whatever on the left hand side on this place, the same, exactly identical should be on the right hand side. This is what equal tells us. So if you will put let's suppose an apple here, is it balanced? Is it balanced?
No.
So what I need to do to balance it?
We need to put another apple with the same weight, the same color.
Yes, exactly identical apple on the right hand side. So that's a way it will keep balance. Okay? Now,
It doesn't matter if it's the same object. It just matters with the weight and the mass and the color.
yeah, everything identical. So when I write down this thing here, 2 by 4 equal to 2 by 4 and 100 multiplied by 100 and percent sign, what does it mean? So percent sign means 1 over 100. What does it mean?
100.
Yeah. So let's suppose if I will say 1 multiplied by 2, is it equal to 2?
Yes.
Is 1 equal to 2 by 2?
Well, yeah. Yeah, it is.
Is 1 equal to 100 by 100?
Yes, it is.
Yes, because 2 we can cancel them. 2 ones a 2, 2 ones a 2. 100 ones to 100 and 100 ones to 100. So is it equal to 1? Yeah.
Yep.
Now,
Very.
if we know that percent sign means 1 over 100,
100.
can I write this 2 by 4 like 2 by 4 multiplied by 100%, like 100 and percent sign? Or in other way, yeah, we can do. But let's go with an other way how we can understand. Let's suppose if I will say 2 by 4, can I write it like this? 2 by 4 multiplied by 1?
Yeah, we can. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. There's not to think a lot about that. It's pretty much straightforward. Muhammad, do you have any confusion?
No.
No pizza example?
What?
No pizza example. Pizza example.
No.
Okay, alright. Okay, let's go back. Okay. So we can write 2 by 4 like 2 by 4 multiplied by 1. And can I convert this 1 into like this? Can I do like 100 divided by 100? Can I write it like that?
Yes, you can. It's the same thing. Because it's 0.
Perfect, exactly, amazing, that's pretty nice. So I can just write it like 100 multiplied by 1 by 100. Can I do like this too?
Yes. Wait. Hold up. Of course, it's the same. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I just make it more explicit, like 2 by 4 multiplied by 100 multiplied by 1 over 100. Now, here, look here, what's that? These two,
That's the thing.
yeah, that's a person sign. Can I change this thing with the person sign? Can I do that?
Yes. It's the same. Because percent means 1 by 100 and 1 is like nothing. So you.
1, why not is nothing? 1 is 1.
1 is not nothing. 1 is 1.
Okay, just relax, easy. Okay, so 2 by 4 multiplied by 100, I convert this 1 by 100 with person sign. Can I do that?
Of course. Yes.
Perfect, amazing. Now, if I will solve this, if I will solve all that expression, how it will looks like. So 4, I can cancel like 4 1's the 4 and 4's 25's the 100, right?
Right.
And 25 multiplied by 2, what? 50%. So 2 by 4 is 50%. What's that?
50%.
50%. You know what is meant by that? 50% means 50 out of 100. What's that?
50 out of 100. No problem. After there is easy way to do this. Except to write so much, you can just write this. 2 by 4 multiplied by 100. And 2 is the half of 4. And what is the half of then 50? My 100. It will be 50 then. Well, it's not
Yeah.
like that.
So this is the like you are thinking with what we call that equal fraction, like. So you're thinking like 2 by 4 is equal to 50 by 100. So this is the same thing. What you're doing here, what you're doing, you are saying that 2 by 4, how I can write it like in out of 100. So this is a percentage. Yes, it's a percentage. We are saying if someone says 2 out of 4, so how we can say out of 100 to make everything on like equal, to compare them. So 2 by 4, I can say 50 by 100. So it's a 50%. Now come back to these 3 naughty kids. William, Bob, and Goblin.
And Goblin.
How many chocolates he shared?
4. Which
And-
makes
No, speak it completely. What's that?
4 by 8. 4 by 8.
No. First, Muhammad, you speak. How you will speak that?
4 by 8. It's 4
4 out of 100. Sorry, 4 out of 8. And how you will speak still for that?
3 out of 5.
3 out of 5. Muhammad.
2 over 3.
2 out of 3. So he shared 2 chocolates out of 3. He has 3 chocolates and he shared 2. Now, if I will convert them into percentage, I can compare them very easily. Let's convert 4 by 8. So let's make a decision for them. So here comes William. William shared 4 by 8.
8. Not 10.
Who can convert this to percentage? What you can do? Tell me.
First, we'll multiply. We'll start with 4 by 8 multiplied by.
No, slowly. No, you have to let me write down 4 by 8. And what should I write down here?
Multiplied by 100%.
Yes, you must put percent sign, because that's how equal sign satisfies, that he says yes. You put the percent sign, then you can write down 100. If I will just write down 4 by 8 equals to 4 by 8 multiplied by 100,
I think I know the answer.
so that will not satisfy, because this is wrong. They are not equal actually. You must have to put percent sign, okay?
Correct. I think I
There will be some noise. Some person is cutting grass outside, so just relax, okay? Now listen. So what's the next step, Muhammad? Keep on telling me.
And so this cut, and first we'll cut 8. No, is this the even easier way? Because if you multiply 100 of
For the sake of quickness, listen. What I can do, 4 by 8, let me remove that from here. What I can do quickly, like this is, I can cut 4 1's the 4, 4 2's the 8, and now I can just write down like 100 by 2%, which is
percentage.
50%. Amazing. So
There's another way too.
William shared how many chocolates?
50%.
50%. Let's talk about Bob.
Bob, right.
How many shared?
3 out of 5. 3 out of 5. Yes.
Ashtalfa, let me know that how I can convert that into percentage.
Let's see, 3 by 5 multiplied by 100 percentage.
Perfect. Next. If I will solve that, Mamadi, what were you doing? Okay, that's good. Okay. So if we will solve that, so it will convert like, oh, come on, where are you going? Okay, so I will say, I will cut it. I will say 5 ones to 5, 5 to the 10, and so it will become 60%, isn't it?
Yes, exactly.
And how about Goblin? What's a 2 out of 3? If Mohammed, can you just let me know how I can convert that?
First, write 2 by 3. Then we'll multiply 100%.
Okay.
Then we'll cut. Then we'll multiply 100.
So if I will just convert that, like if I will start cutting that, it will say 3 ones are 3, 3 3's the 9, and 3 3's the 9. So it will keep on multiplying. It will be a recurring number. Forget about that. We already know, but I will talk about it in some different way. Like if you keep on dividing hundreds by 3, you will get 3.333. So it's a recurring number. So you can put a ball on the top of the first 2, and you say, all right, this 333s keep on repeating. You know that, or no? You don't know.
No, we know that.
Okay, all right. So if you will multiply this number by 2, that will be about 66%, right?
So, yes.
Is it okay?
I don't think so, because maybe if we see Bob, he has like more than the Goblin. Goblin has less, and the top one.
William.
Yeah, William. William had 50% for answer, and he shared 4 by 8. That means he had more candy, and Bob had less than William, and he got a bigger answer. And when Goblin had, why did he actually? Because Goblin only had 1 chocolate left. So.
Okay, so let me tell one thing. So if I will talk about, so you get amazed that if William has shared more number, 4, but his percentage got 50%. Bob shared even less. He shared 3, but his percentage is more than William. That's 60%.
Yeah, exactly.
And Goblin shared 2 only, but his percentage is more than all of them, isn't it?
60. Exactly. So
Now,
Goblin wins the
percentage explains. Percentage gives us a better way to compare them. Who shared the most? Now, from this picture, Goblin is winner, and then Bob, and then William. So he is the first one, that's second, that's third. So percentage, so the confusion happens like when we start looking some number and denominator is different. Let's suppose he has 8 chocolate, and out of 8 he just shared 4. He never shared like 7 or 6. He shared only 4. He has more. He has more chocolates, like he has 8 chocolate, and he shared only 4. So what he has, so out of that he shared less. And Goblin has 3 chocolates only. But he shared whatever he has, from that he shared the most. He said, alright, I have even 3 chocolates, but I will give 2 chocolates. So he was sharing most. So percentage gives us an idea that how we can compare numbers with others. So apparently 4 by 8, 3 by 5, 2 by 3, they looks very different. Like it's very difficult how we can compare them. But when we convert them into percentage, we can easily compare them, right? So now you know that's how you can convert a fraction into percentage. Amazing. And do you know what is percentage?
Yes, it's a 1 by 100.
Perfect. Amazing. That's great. The same thing happens with the decimal number also. If you have a decimal number and you have to convert it into a percentage, same thing. What you have done with fraction, the same thing you have to do with a decimal number also. Let's suppose if you have 0.5. 0.5 it's a decimal number. What's that?
Decimal number.
Can I convert it into percentage? That thing we have to do the same what we did for fraction. 0.5 multiplied by 100 and percent. That's the same thing. We have to do that. No change. It's exactly the same. This portion is exactly the same what we did for fraction. That makes sense?
Question. That how is like decimal fraction and percentage different? Like 0.5. 0.5 equal to.
Stilfa, don't laugh.
It will be 50% because 0.5 multiplied by 100 will be like 50, and then we multiplied fraction like 1 by 2, and it also became.
Let's see. Wait a second. No, just don't confuse yourself, okay? Just relax and just see. So the first thing, when we have a decimal number, you are going to multiply this with this 100%, right? That's the same thing, because it's again that same step. 0.5 is equal to 0.5 multiplied by 1. That's the same thing. No change. And I can convert this 0.5 multiplied by 1 is 100 by 100. Can I do that?
Yes.
And I can write down like 100% sign. Is it okay?
Yes. Okay.
Right, so now we are just going to solve this. Let's see. We will solve that and see what it becomes. Okay? Now 0.5 we can just say 5 by 10. You know how to convert decimal to fraction. Is it okay? Right?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So once you will do that, now we have this 0.5. I'm converting to fraction. So I'm saying so from this point we are putting 1 down. Okay?
Yes, and then how many?
How many numbers, how many digits comes after decimal point? We will put 0.
1 0.
So that will become 5 by 10, right?
Yep.
Make sense? Alright, so very simple. Now, once we solve that, it will say cut this 0 with this 0 and 5 times the 50%. Make sense? The 50%.
Yeah.
If we will talk about 0.25, how we can convert. Ishtalfa, can you tell me?
Well,
Mohammed, wait. Ishtalfa, tell me how we can convert into percentage.
first of all, we have to convert the decimal into fraction.
Okay, you can do that. Okay, what it will
It
become?
will be 25 by 100. 25 out of 100.
So 25 out of 100. Now I have to convert it into percentage. So
And multiply by it with 100 percentage. 25 by 100 multiply 100 percentage.
And now we will cut this 100 by 100 and that will become 25%, right?
Exactly.
Have you noticed one thing which is very interesting? Mohammed, wait, everyone, just stay, get back. Don't come into my screen. Just stay on your side. Okay, so just look at the decimal number. It's very easy to convert a decimal number to percentage. If you have 0.5, what will be the percentage? You have to bring your decimal point 2 steps back on the right side.
Exactly.
Alright, so welcome back. So what I will do, I am going to, let's suppose if you have some decimal number and you have to make a percentage of this, it's a very simple step. So if you have 0.5 and you can write it for sure how many zeros you want, doesn't matter. So I can just put 1 0 here. And now to convert it into a percentage, what you have to do, you have to put this 0.50 and percent sign, and you have to bring this decimal point 2 steps here. And that will make them
50%.
50%. See, in the case of 0.25, what you did, you said 0.25 multiply by, don't multiply, just say percent, and bring this decimal point 2 steps here. What it will become?
25%.
25%, amazing. So it's very easy, very simple to convert a decimal number to a percentage. So we now know what is percentage. Okay? We know how we can compare numbers, because it explains, it makes us easy to compare different numbers, because in that case we are talking about of the same thing, like we're saying something out of 100, something out of 100. What proportion, what portion, what part out of 100 we are talking about, right? So this is, in this way we are very easy, we can compare different numbers. So percentage, sorry?
And converting decimal point and fraction to percentage.
Yes. So we talk about how we can convert fraction to percentage, and then we talk about decimal to percentage, right?
Yes.
Is everything clear now?
Yes.
So
Yes.
in next video we will come with more explanation, with more different topics. Have you enjoyed that?
Yes.
Because in... Alright. Assalamu alaikum.